I was going to ask you, Megan, what were there any surprises here for you?
I think it was just interesting to finally watch an interview where the interviewer really landed punches. We've seen Trump interviewed by a whole host of people on both sides of the aisle, and quite frankly, I haven't really seen any that had the same kind of impact this one did. A lot of media specialists compare doing a great political interview to dancing. I've always thought it was more like boxing, and I always think the purpose is to get your opponent or your person you're interviewing on the ropes and nervous, which is 100% what Chris Wallace did to President Trump. And I think it was the first time I've really seen President Trump squirm. And this is someone who is clearly not feeling as confident as we have seen him in the past. Clearly, he understands how bad these poll numbers are. And I think it's also a great example why Fox News is so important. No other interview would probably have gotten this kind of access. And I think sometimes, especially on this show, we talk about Fox News in a sweeping blow, like they're all just sycophants to President Trump. Chris Wallace is no sycophant. And I think he did a really great job. And I hope we see more interviews like it. The other thing that I will say is it was interesting to see the editing throughout the interview. When President Trump came in asking Kayleigh for the information on the COVID deaths, like you said, Sunny, then they cut in with fact-checking, and it'll be interesting to see if this becomes a new trend with all political interviews with sort of fact-checking throughout edited pieces, which if I were a candidate, and this is just me, I would say live interviews only from here on out after watching that.
Well, you remember in the olden days when you couldn't sit down with a journalist without being a little bit uncomfortable because they were going to ask you real questions that pertain to Americans and what you were going to do for them, how you were going to lead them. And I suspect, you know, perhaps Chris is as tired of all of the dancing as everyone else is. It's like, you know, at some point you just have to decide, listen, we don't have time to fool around with you right now. People are dying. You're telling children to go back to school. You're telling lies. You're just, we can't do this anymore. Here's what's happening. And I'm thrilled and have felt for a long time that that is the job of all journalists. You're supposed to put people's feet to the fire. You're supposed to ask the hard questions. You're supposed to, and you know, watching the young lady, really, I felt run up and down the stairs going, where's the paper, where's the paper? Yeah. She didn't do that, but that's in my head what she was doing. You know, it's just, you know, I just thought, well, my God, it's about time.
Well, it's a frantic energy I haven't seen from the president before. Because you're right, that like jumping in, like, I'm saying the right thing, I'm saying the right thing, I need backup. That's not good optics. It means you need backup because you're saying the wrong thing. No. Sorry, Joy.
But let me ask you, ladies, do you think he'll ever do another interview with Chris Wallace? No. I bet he doesn't.
No.
No.
No. No.
No.
It'll be interesting to see how he justifies not doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be Sean Hannity from here on out, ladies, for him.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well.
No way.
And there we